Well, it's not Wednesday, it's not Thursday, it's not Friday. It's Tuesday. Welcome to Steampunk Tuesday. I'm Ian.
And this is Mike.
I've had a sheet on my head since last week, so I don't know what day it is. It just takes a sheet up when it's Tuesday.
Like a parrot in a cage.
It's the only way to keep me quiet.
So what are we doing today?
We have a superb project today called the Clockwork Garden.
So what are they?
The Clockwork Garden is a handmade journal.
Not just one.
But two.
Very weighty tomes they are too.
They are indeed.
So shall we get on and show people what you've done?
I think we ought. So, these are the weighty tomes we were talking about.
The new Clockwork Garden.
Very pretty.
It is. Combinations of steampunk, because you've got cogs and you've got gears and you've got clocks and keys, but also beautiful florals, birds,
and
butterflies.
Flutterbies.
Absolute fantastic combination. And I love the colours that you've chosen for the outer covers and also for the colours for the illustrations on the inside, because they just match beautifully.
Well, they're available in red or green. I've done two different colours.
Red ones and green ones.
The red is the beautiful, we call it dispatch box red. But it also ties in with the red of the logo, and as Mike said, the red of the logo and the green of the logo is carried all the way through in the illustrations, because the theme of the colours goes right the way through the books.
And the green is caught also from the illustrations, the leaves and that kind of stuff.
It is.
So it all ties in beautifully.
We've also got, I'll talk you through this one, and then we're actually going to put all the ephemera into this one. This one is complete. This one is finished.
That's got everything in.
That's got everything in it. So
Jam-packed.
Jam-packed. So we'll start. We've got nice. The corners are different on these. These are much more. I like to think of slightly more industrial, but very decorative as well. Plain but decorative with the swooping shapes of them.
Very robust.
Yes, and it goes well with the theme of the Clockwork Garden.
It does.
The papers in, I will get to the papers in a second. The papers, I'll put that to one side. The papers in these are, can I give you that please? Thank you.
Do you want to put that safe down here?
If you would please, yeah.
Do you want to talk about the spine? And
I'm so sorry, yeah, the spine has got a, is it a file, what do we call it, a file?
book plate, or a label plate.
Label plate.
Yes.
This one's got the butterflies in with the little clockwork.
There's still room for you to write something on it.
Yeah,
like your name or a date or whatever.
And if you don't want it, push it and turn it round, it's actually craft card on the back.
Oh, excellent stuff.
So,
Detachable.
So, let's open this one up. So, look how pretty that is.
I know, beautiful. Love these cogs. I love these birdies.
Tell ladies and gents what you said. You think it's the best thing I've ever made?
I think it's as a collection. I think what you've done with the journaling cards, with the tags, with the bookmarks, and with the design of the pages, I think this is the nicest journal that you've done so far.
Well, Mum saw it yesterday, didn't she?
She went through it page by page. She
stroking the pages.
Yeah, she literally sat and went through it. And our friend Linda, who's already seen the illustrations,
hi Linda,
went nuts.
Yes, she did. She did, yeah. So
she's already got her order in for a set of the digi-downloads.
Which we'll talk about later, because that's going to be next week's project. So we have a little birdie in there. I think it's a finch with the butterflies and all the florals.
But can we just spend a little bit of time just looking at the illustrations?
Yeah.
Because what you've got, like I said before, you've got cogs. There's also gears, there's chains in there, there's feathers, there's keys, there's also bead drops. And they're all done in a beautiful kind of watercolour. Obviously the birds that are in there as well. And you've matched up butterflies. So there's some butterflies in the illustration, but you've also added extra butterflies in.
Oh, yes, we're butterfly. We're in butterfly overload, if you could ever have that.
And you've also added in bits behind the illustration to make it all tie in.
We've got like the old writing script behind, the old postmark from Paris.
Yeah, and then we've got dog roses, we've got hydrangea flowers, there's beautiful butterflies. You've got all sorts of different things. You can actually sit and just look at these illustrations and find something new every time you look at them.
Mike's mum was going through it all. And there's carnations, there's all sorts of different things, the beads and the flowers and the feathers. So yeah, so that's just the inside front cover. The reason there's no pocket in there is it's a shame to cover it.
Yeah.
I just wanted it to have a real wow effect when you saw it.
Yeah, which it does.
Which it does. The first pocket is on the inside of the tray.
It's a clock.
Clock again, yeah.
Yeah.
The different papers, all the papers are parchment. They've all been in the oven. I've wet them all, dried them all.
So they're all wrinkly.
They are.
Crinkly, wrinkly.
Crinkly, just like me.
So, number of pages?
Number of pages, there are 50 pages, 100 leaves, 200 sides.
Right.
So if you were to write on each side,
it's 200.
There are 200.
So 200 individual pages
to write on.
So there's 100 leaves.
Yeah.
Right. So,
yeah.
but there's 5 signatures. So you do the math.
Yeah. There are some with lines, some with, I don't call it graph paper. It's more like a checked
grid.
A grid paper.
Yeah.
And there are some with a plain with a frame round. We'll see as we go through. What we're going to do, the other one is finished completely, but I'm just going to put, this is finished, so I've put all the pockets in. I'm just going to start putting in the ephemera.
Right, so you're actually going to show people, putting the ephemera in.
Yeah.
So why don't we talk through one signature so people can see all the pages and the different designs in one of the signatures, because it is repeated through the other signatures.
The signatures are, but all the ephemera's different.
Yeah. So if we talk through the first set of signatures, then you can start putting in the ephemera.
That's a good idea.
Go back and start putting in the ephemera.
So we have, the first page is beautiful. It's got the keys, it's got rivets on it.
Yeah.
It's got a drop.
Yeah.
That's the collecting memories.
Yes.
I mean, that's the other side of the paper. We have Trust Your Heart. I love this. It's got some kind of...
It's like a steampunk dream catcher.
It is.
Isn't it?
It is. I love the birdie. The birdie is so sweet in the corners.
Yeah, absolutely. Adorable.
And then with the Imagine, this is one of the, what do you call it again? Grid paper.
That's perfect for bullet journaling.
It's got one of the little pockets in it. The pocket on its own's got 2 butterflies, 3 butterflies, a clock, 2 cogs, 4 cogs, dog rose,
chain.
It's got everything on it.
Yeah.
But they're so intricate as you go through. I mean, the chains are echoed in there with a little picture there.
Yeah. It's very steampunk, but it's also kind of delicate. But I wouldn't have said it was too feminine.
No.
I mean, if you gave this to a man who was a keen gardener,
oh, I'd love it.
Absolutely, it's just amazing.
So we have the key here,
amazing,
the clock face, the white dog rose again, the finch and the big cog on the corner. Plenty of room to write in or put photos on. Then we have the perfect moment. I think this is really pretty with a little butterfly flying up here. The pages are decorative, but they're not over the top.
No, plenty.
Functional.
Plenty of places to write, stick photos, memories, make lists, all that kind of stuff.
I love this. Explore your dreams.
And I love the way you've mirrored the colours of the illustrations, but also the colours of the actual covers of the books.
Yes,
in there
within
as well.
There. So the red becomes a delicate pink, and the green becomes like a sage.
Yeah.
We have that's the script up the side with the flowers top and bottom.
I like the way that you've mirrored the top and the bottom, but just made that one smaller a little bit.
I know it defies gravity with the chain being upside down, but it is. It
just looks like
the Clockwork Garden.
It looks like a frame.
Have a little pocket in there. Little butterflies flying up the grid paper. Ideas. What's good about this is if you want to put another pocket in, it covers beautifully. So you could put pockets in of your own.
Well, you could customise it.
Yes. Notes just for you. We have the drop there with the clock and the roses.
Again, if you wanted to use this for art journaling in as well, I mean, you could quite easily just put a little coat of either white gesso, because that illustration would still show through and would create a real nice underlayer.
It would.
And then you could add to it.
A little pocket there with the butterflies on again. It's so very rich and it's layered. There's the
I think so. I like the way that you've mirrored the colours of the butterflies with what's actually in there, because there was a blue butterfly in the previous one.
Yeah.
There was also like bits of blue in the feather as well.
Yes. So we're coming back through the same signature.
But the other side.
The other side.
The other side.
Other side. And then we'll start putting all the... I mean, he's lovely.
Yeah.
But you'll see the pockets are different. Not all the pockets are the same.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep it fresh and keep it a little bit different.
Which it is. I think it's, like I said before, it's delicate without being too feminine.
Yeah, it
but
is.
It can be feminine because of all the flowers and stuff, like you've got the birds in there.
So that's the first. Right, so we'll go back and we'll start putting in.
Okay.
So each signature,
Yep.
we have 4 journaling squares to go in. All different. Of course,
I was going to say, show the backs, because each one's got different
butterflies on the backs. We're now prettier there.
So that's 4 journaling cards for each signature.
Yeah, hang on. 4 journaling cards. 2 tags.
Again, you can journal on the back, because they've got the lines.
With the flutterbyes again.
Yeah.
And 2 of the very tall...
Like bookmarks.
Like bookmarks, but, of course...
Perfect for writing lists.
I mean, how pretty
Yeah.
are they together?
Just as a collection, but what gets me is that's not what's going in the entire book. You're getting that 5 times.
Yeah. Plus there's a little surprise at the end I'll show you. That I've made some little bits to go in that I've never made before.
Yeah. But you've also got, I mean, you've got your tuck spots already glued in.
Yeah.
So you've got all those tuck spots, you've got all those journaling cards, you've got all those tags, you've got all those...
Oh.
The tall bookmarks. And that's just in one signature, so that's repeated 5 times.
It is.
So you've actually got 20 journaling cards.
Yes, you have.
And you've got 10 of the tags.
And 10 of the tall cards.
Plus you've got all those fabulous little mini pockets that you've done. These pockets, the tuck spots.
Yep.
No wonder. No wonder this is bursting practically at the seams. I mean, look at that.
I mean, they're so pretty. So we'll start here.
What gets me is you've done this in a week.
Yes. Well, a week and a half.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it last week when I... So, but that hope is never lost. That's pretty again.
You can always tell when Ian's really interested in something because he's so focused and just works and works and works at it.
Yeah, I do, yeah. So the way I'm doing it, I'm going to put a card and then a tag in. I like to vary them as I go in through the signature, but if you take them all out, put them how you want.
Yeah.
There's no right and no wrong.
You can team them up however you want to.
I mean, look.
I know.
How pretty.
Very pretty.
And then we've got the text behind, the old postmark from France, Carte Postale. And then we've got all this has been aged, but it's aged with...
Antique linen.
Antique linen, not vintage photo.
Yeah, so it is a bit more delicate.
It's a much more delicate feel to the edges.
So it's a lighter grunge and a lighter distress than the vintage photo.
It is. So
this has to be my favourite.
Yeah, I like that. When you have a look closely at the word dreams, you notice that all the lettering has almost like circuit board, but it's not, it's engraved. Almost like old money. So that one goes into Just Care. Let's say, got the butterflies on again. The theme of the butterflies is never tiring. It's always pretty.
Yeah.
And we'll put...
I think there's only a few people out there that don't like butterflies. There are people that don't, but they are few and far between. And again, I love the way that it's mirrored. When you've done your hole, your finger grab hole, you've mirrored that in the illustration as well. So
it's the sentiment or the legend, if you like, just disappears, and you don't know what's in there till you open it.
Yeah, but you can see that illustration coming through. But again, you can mirror
the clock theme.
Yeah.
So we have that one again. I'm going to put that in there this time.
That one.
Live this life.
Nice.
And as I say again, you've got the clocks, you've got little hanging gems on there. You could go to town with glossy accents on it if you wanted.
Yes.
And decorate with gems, put pearls on and diamante.
This is a really nice collection, this one.
Oh, birdie and birdie again then, yeah.
There you go.
But different. For a different bird. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now I think we've got one pocket left in this signature. I love this one. Make a Wish.
It is pretty. I love the fact that you've got that postmark kind of like thing across the middle.
Again,
as well.
everyone's got places to write on the back. You've also got the little butterflies everywhere. So that's just one signature.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go through the second one. Again, we have different sorts of cards. We have Always Laugh. And that's got a little butterfly on the back. I think they sit beautifully, as Mike says, in that shape.
Yeah. But rather than just cutting a piece of card and punching a semicircle out of it, you've thought about the design and mirrored that design around it.
Yes, I have.
So
That's beautiful.
yeah, I love
Collecting memories. Those butterflies are stunning. We've got the feathers from the butterfly. We've got feathers, the butterflies.
Plus you've got your floral elements towards the top as well.
Cogs.
Yeah. Just
Again,
glorious.
it's the colours. The colours are all quite subdued, but not washed out.
No, they're not washed out, but they're kind of almost pastel-y.
Yes,
but,
they
but
are.
not, if you know what I mean. Almost vintagey, but not.
But yes, yeah, it's treading that line.
Yeah, I think you've done it really, really well.
Thank you. So we've got beautiful moments. We go through that. My mum loved butterflies.
Yeah.
Bless her.
And I like the way like the circles kind of mirror. But you can use that to actually mirror what's on the card. If you want to. I mean, you can take them all out and put them back in different places. If, it's
Put them where you
entirely up
want,
to you,
yeah.
But I just think, yeah,
A record of the past.
you could actually put photographs on the backs of these.
That would be nice, yeah.
Rather than write on them, you could just stick a photograph on.
Just love.
A bit Barry White.
It was a bit Barry White. It's better.
Just
Just love. Laughter is the key. Obviously with the key on there.
And again, beautiful colours from the butterflies matching up with the.
Well, everything matches through. So you've got the greens and the pinks and the reds. Everything sort of ties in together.
Yeah, and I like the way you've done like the colour of the pink.
A little pink round where the hole
Yeah, your
is.
hull
the
protector.
hull, is that what they call hull protector?
Well, it's a reinforcer, but since it's printed on.
Yes. Trust your heart. Again, butterflies. That's signature too.
Yeah, you've got the word love in there.
Love. Love.
And Mr. Bent is chewing on that rawhide stick with a vengeance this morning.
Dreamer of dreams, almost like a dream catcher.
Yes.
That one's got a leather strap in it. Butterflies and things in there. Go a bit further. And then
We had a mad 5 minutes earlier, didn't we?
We did.
He was running around with his squeaky toy.
Collecting memories. I tried to keep everything a little bit different. We've got some repeat, like just smile, just laugh, but the illustrations are
I was
different.
going to say the butterflies are different.
Yeah, they are.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Is every card different, or have you got some repeats?
I think I may have some repeats, but not many.
Right.
Create art. That's quite appropriate.
Lovely.
Nice.
Oh, you've got a blue butterfly on that and on there as well.
Yeah,
That goes nicely.
it does. There we go. Then we'll put that one into there. Collecting beautiful
Love
moments.
that with the feathers.
The feathers work really well as like the steampunk dream catchers. Just laugh. Embrace your journey.
Nice. Nice size tags as well.
I've gone for quite a transparent ribbon as well. I didn't want it to be too heavy.
Organza.
Is that what it's called, organza?
Yes. It's organza.
Love life. And we'll come to the others. Create beautiful memories always. I like that one. I love the way they disappear. The little.
Yeah, well, the actual sayings disappear. So it's,
Yes.
when you pull them out, it's like a little
surprise. And we'll pop.
like a fortune cookie.
It is. Quite appropriate. Make a wish.
Yes.
So the pages they've all been dried in the oven, so they're all that beautiful crinkle. Be your best. I like that. So we'll have just care. As you said, the illustrations all match right the way through, but they're not too matchy. They're not all prescriptively exactly the same.
No, but they all follow the same theme and format. But they're different, but they all still coordinate beautifully. And it's not overly fussy.
No, it's not. I mean, if you want to put lace in it, you can do.
Oh.
On there. Let's put a little bit of glue on there. I must have missed that one when I glued it in. That one's an in and out one.
You'll have to remember that page.
I will. I'll go through it and check it. Just to enjoy. I mean, I love these. Are they admirals? I used to call them admirals, but they're not. They're admirals.
No, I don't think that's a red
They're not.
admiral. Lots of people say red admiral.
Well, I always thought they were red admirals.
No, it's admiral.
Being enchanted.
Yeah, lovely.
You got the clocks.
Clock on the clock.
Yeah.
2 clocks.
Joy. Collecting memories. Again, on the backs we have all the butterflies.
And again, all the signatures are hand stitched
By you.
by me into a cloth backing, which has been reinforced, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. So it's quite sturdy. But you get the idea that it just feels beautiful and looks the biz.
It's a good word.
The
Good
biz.
phrase, isn't it? Looks the business.
Looks the business. I've tried to do different styles of pages, as we said. Some of the checked grid paper, some of the plain paper. Go with your heart, I like that
It's
one.
a nice combination, because it makes the journal multi-use then, because you can use it for sketching and you can use it for journaling and you can use it for bullet journaling, you can use it for lists, birthdays, anniversaries. You could actually write your memories in there, or actually use it as a diary journal if you wanted to.
Yes, you could indeed.
And another 200 pages in there, individual sides. So
I've just missed one pocket there. I missed a pocket.
yeah. But some people don't diary journal every day.
No, they don't.
They might do 2 entries on 1 page. So.
And there's also the 2 little cards to need to go into here. There's the Just Smile one that goes in the back. And in the front there is another little tiny long card, and that's Just Care. So there you go. The reason they're not the big cards is you don't want a lot of bulk in the front.
Not at the very front, no.
But what we have got to go in these, at the very beginning, there's a little envelope.
And inside that envelope,
And inside the envelope,
there are some little gems.
I have made some self-adhesive, domed, they're acrylic, they're not glass, so they're not too big, domed stickers. All you do is you peel the back off and you can stick them exactly where you want through the journal. And there are 6 little butterflies there, all completely different. They've got different cogs behind each one and different butterflies, and they are about, I think they're 1/2 inch.
1.5 inches.
No, they're 1 inch, I think. Hold the ruler, Mike, please. Thank you. They are 1.25 inches, 1.1 inches across, so they're quite a good size.
Yeah. And you can create your own bits of ephemera to actually put in and customise if you want to.
They're not too heavy, as I say. You just put your nail behind the back, and they've got self-adhesive coating, and just put them on the pages. A little bit of something extra. I mean, you'd have to put them in there. You could put them on a different book if you wanted to try and pull things together. But they are all
a little bit of an extra to go
a
with
bit of
the
an extra
journals.
to go in the journals, and they all sit with a little clip, and they sit just on. I'm off the page. Sorry about that. And they just sit on there
With a little clip.
like that at the top.
Shall I bring the other one back in then?
If you would be so kind.
There you go.
So there you go. We have both the journals, little ribbon sticking out the top. One's red and one's green.
And again, these journals can be found if you want to purchase these. They're on Ian's website.
They are.
And we'll put on the bottom of the screen now. That's Ian's website here, but also there's a clickable link in the description area below this video if you want to purchase either the red one
or the green one. Next week's project, I think you'll like that. If you like this, you'll love next week's project. I am creating a digi-download set based on the pockets and the corners. I think the postman might be here.
Yeah, I think Mr. Bentley's making his presence felt. Let me just go and see what he's done.
The digi-download set next week is, you'll get pockets, you'll get tuck spots, you'll get cards, but what I haven't done before, and I'm doing this time, is I'm going to do some pages that you can download as well. So you can print out your own pages and make a journal yourselves based on the similar lines to these. So I'll say there'll be pages, both US size and UK European size.
A4.
So you'll have A4 and you'll also have
8.5 by 11.
8.5 by 11.
Sorry, it was Teddy and Cassie was back.
Oh, he's back, his friends up the road. They're chows, they look like big lions. So yeah, so next week there's a download available, and the project we'll do next week will be a Clockwork Garden
Mini book.
So that's all from us today.
Excellent. So if you've enjoyed this, please remember to give it a
Thumbs up.
Share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel already,
please do so.
I think I was waiting for you to say why not. Then you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. That's all from us for now. I hope you've enjoyed those.
I've really enjoyed making these. I have to say that I've had as much, I hope you've had as much fun watching this as I've had making them, because I've had a blast.
Good stuff. That's all from us for now. We'll see you all again very, very soon.
Bye for now.